This video will teach you how to remove the slide, maintenance the gun, and change some internal components. First off, what you want to do is take the magazine out. Make sure it's decocked as such. And then what you're going to do is this lever right here, you're going to pull it down like that. And then you're going to just push forward and come right out. Now you got the lower base all by itself. What you're going to want to do is keep the rails as dry as possible. This is recommended by Spiggy from KWA Tech. Other than that, if you want to change the hammer spring, you can unscrew the grips, and underneath the grips there's going to be like a basically like a stick. I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a plastic stick though, and there's a spring on it right here. It's about that long. And really, I don't know why you'd want to change the hammer out, the hammer spring, but yeah. Now to the top portion of the gun, the upper receiver part. What you're going to want to do is take the spring guide out, place that aside for now. Also make sure the top portion of the rails are as dry as possible. Just get a dry rag and basically wipe across it. As you can see, the metal parts that you can see where it's no longer black, there's a lot of friction, especially here. That's from the hammer. To take the outer barrel out, just pull forward on this and then lift up. Alright. Now you got your outer barrel with your inner barrel and hop-up bucking unit attached. Really, there's nothing more you would want to do with this part unless you want to get like a Q-tip and lightly lube the hop-up bucking. But what I would recommend to do is leave it alone, and if you use green gas, that's good enough. If you use propane, put 1 drop of this in your propane tank every like 500 shots or such. Or if you have an AI propane adapter, it comes with some light shock oil. Put 3 drops every 500 shots, and that should do well. To remove the inner barrel and hop-up unit from this outer barrel, what you're going to want to do is unscrew this screw right here with a Phillips head, and then this piece will lift up, and then it comes right off basically. So if you want to put like a type bore in it, I don't know if they make type bores for this, but if they do, the only type bores that will work with KWA is EDGI. And make sure it's gonna, look at the KWA Pro Shop or contact KWA before you buy something. Anyway, this is the main part. If you want to upgrade your spring, what I noticed with the P226, I don't know if it's like this from any of the other pistols, but I had the KWA M9, it wasn't like this. But the spring on the P226, this isn't the stock spring, but the spring on the P226 is a little bit, for me, it feels a little bit like it's, I don't know, a little weak or whatever. I'll show you, demonstrate it, but basically, stock spring, and here's an example of the hammer, the hammer spring in the back, which basically goes like right here, and this is the stock one. I put the 150 that came in, but I don't see, it doesn't do anything really. But this is the, can't really tell a difference, but the longer one is the upgraded one. It's the 150, and this is the stock. So if you want to change your spring, you just do that. It's pretty simple. And then top receiver, put your outer barrel back in first. Okay. Make sure when you put it back on that this base circle thing is in contact, or it looks like that basically. It needs to look like this. Okay. Alright, now to put the slide back on, what you're going to want to do is pull the trigger and hold it down. And I usually do the lower receiver on top and the top receiver on bottom. Just, I don't know why, it's just a habit, but you can do it, you know, like this. It doesn't really matter, it's just personal preference. But hold trigger down, align the slide with the rails, and still holding the trigger down, then pull back, hold it. If you want to, you can use the bolt catch or whatever, it doesn't matter. Push this back up, and then there you go, it's back on. Okay, anyway, here's the thing with the stock spring. Basically it does good cocking everywhere, I guess, but like right there, as you can see, if I hold it up and try to cock it like up, like holding the something like that, it just gets stuck. I don't know why, it just does. If I'm holding it down, it's fine. I don't know why that is. My M9 was never like that, but I don't know.